Hunzinger sets it up to Beeson. Bring in the hammer. Oh, heck yes. With the screen, Emily Luce. Now the right corner, Megan Luce for three. Tickles the twine. Yes. Right there at the left side elbow, cross-court pass. Bell's right corner three is up and good. Camden Bell from downtown. And fly ball there in the left field. The left fielder will miss the ball. Camden Gibson at third base. And that's going to be a high fly ball there into deep left center field and down near the wall. So Estep there with an RBI double. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome live here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network, here on YouTube.com. Here from beautiful Raider Gymnasium here in Selma, Indiana. Here for tonight's junior varsity volleyball matchup here between the visiting Hagerstown Tigers as they take on your Wapahani Raiders here this evening. Again, as always, I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. We thank you guys for tuning in here on this Tuesday evening, which will be a very, very busy week here for this Wapahani Lady Raider volleyball team as we get right into things with our Raiders Live pregame show presented by the Liberty Perry Alumni Association. So this is the first game of three this week, 3 in a row that is. So tonight they're at home, obviously here against Hagerstown. Tomorrow night on the road at Eastern Hancock. And then Thursday back at home again against Muncie Burris. So a very busy week ahead for this Raider volleyball team and program. And this junior varsity team got a couple of wins over this past weekend. They played in the Muncie Central Junior Varsity Volleyball Tournament, and Wapahani was 2-1 in the Invitational. So a fairly successful day right there. 2-1, we'll take that, and they continue building on their winning ways right here. And you like to see them continue to grow and to get better, and I think that these girls have continued to show that. Here's still early stages of the year. I mean, you got to think that, first couple games, we were winless, and then went on a nice 3-4 game winning streak, and lost a tough one there last week there against Yorktown. But really, for the most part, this junior varsity team has really done a very solid job, and they've found ways to win. And they've really came together, and like I said, they've gotten better, and that's all you can ask for. You want to see that progression, not only in the results, but, what you're seeing statistically here from these girls, minimizing maybe some errors or little things, in the net violations or 2-hit calls, little things like that can obviously dictate the outcome of a ball game. If you start seeing that statistically start to diminish, and then you see what they're able to do out here on the court, and how they react to different situations, and the connection and the confidence and the positivity that they have, that can go a long way to hopefully build every single ball game to be the best version of themselves that they can be. And obviously when they're able to do that, and they're able to have that confidence and that positivity from getting better, then you're going to see a lot of success and a lot of victories here from this junior varsity volleyball team. So we're excited to see what Wapahani can do here tonight. Like I said, a very busy week. You want to get get the week on the right foot here. Start off here on the right foot and hopefully get a W over the Hagerstown Tigers. So make sure to stick around here with us. We've got Raider volleyball coming your way. Again, the Hagerstown Tigers taking on your Wapahani Raiders. Again, this has been our Raiders Live pregame show presented by the Liberty Perry Alumni Association. We'll be back here with tonight's rosters and tonight's first serve here from beautiful Raider Gymnasium on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All righty, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Again, I'm done with my PA announcing duties here this evening. And so now time to get down to business here on the WHS Network. We'll take a look here at the rosters here for both teams. First and foremost for the visiting Hagerstown Tigers, number 1, Mac Johnson. Number 2, Millie Glover. Number 3, Aurora Allen. Number 6, Marley Johnson. Number 7, Skylar Brown. Number 8, Lily Cady. Number 13, Briley Peckinpah. Number 14, Katie Lumpkin. Number 16, Jalen Dale. Number 25, Cavelvi Moore. Again, the Tigers are coached by Ashley Vinson and Lainey Vinson. We'll take a look here at Wapahani's roster here in just a moment. Here as we get tonight's game officially underway here at 6 o'clock right on the dot. Again, here on this Tuesday, September the 10th of 2024. Again, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Again, the roster here for Wapahani, we have number 2, Kaylee Clements. Number 4, Lainey Ledbetter. Number 5, Addie Barnes. Number 6, Elena Kasudakis. Number 8, Ella Recollect. Number 9, Journey Maines. Number 14, Claire Merle. Number 15, Bailey Clapper. And number 16, J.C. Sexton. Again, your Raiders are coached by Alexis Franks. Again, our officials here this evening is the Tigers will shink one out of bounds and tie it up here at 1. But our officials here this evening, our up referee, that is Inda Carey, and our down referee tonight is Vivian Malone. So that is our officials. Greatly appreciate them for being here this evening. And as always, we appreciate you all for tuning in and joining us and being supportive of us here on the WHS Network, but most importantly, these wonderful young ladies out here on the floor for both teams. So hope you guys enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Over the net right there, that's number 14, Katie Lumpkin, getting that one over there for the Tigers. Addie Barnes on the attack there from the middle. Lumpkin with a dig. Set deep right there for the corner. I believe that was number 6, Marley Johnson. So the Tigers will go back on top here 2-1 as we'll have a substitution. We've got number 7, Skylar Brown, subbing onto the floor for Hagerstown. And, okay, I'm not sure what in the world's going on here. Okay, now we've got that straightened up. Also, we'll have number 1, Mac Johnson, subbing in here for Hagerstown as well. She'll drop back to serve here in this 2-1 lead. All right, so serve reception there by Ella Recollect. Barnes puts it down, but out of play. Now 3-1 Hagerstown. Clapper there, receives that one. Clemens on here to Sexton. There's Lumpkin, set right back to her. Recollect digs it. Clemens sets it. Sexton gets it back over again. Dug out this time. And number 3, Aurora Allen. That's Lily Cady. Glover hits that one out of bounds. A little too much onto that one right there as Journey Maines watch that sail outside the white line. So 3-2 now. So we'll have a couple substitutions now for Wapahani. We'll have Elena Kasudakis in here and Lainey Ledbetter here for Wapahani. So Elena Kasudakis here behind the service line. Shank backwards, and that's going to be an ace here for Kasudakis. Ties things up here at 3. Nice deep serve there from Kasudakis. On the attack there, that was number 7, Skylar Brown, dug by Maines, and there's Kaylee Clemens. Sets it smack dab right in the middle of everybody as they watch that one drop in there for now a 4-3 Wapahani lead. Pass close to the net right there, and Glover unable to do anything with that. So again, passing, biggest issue here so far for Hagerstown. Last few points. And that one's going to be hit into the net that time by Lumpkin. So Wapahani's put it together right here. This is a 5-0 run. Another fine serve. Took over the net. Maines there to dig it out. Clemens on to Barnes. Glover there to Brown. Maines, left side attack here for Ledbetter, but again, not the greatest pass to work with as Ledbetter hits that one into the net. Now 6-4s will have number 25, Kevley Moore, back to serve. Barnes to Clements. On the Ledbetter on the attack, and the kill for Laney. 7-4 Raiders. And looks like we'll have a substitution here for Hagerstown. Number 3, Aurora Allen, now in. Seeing her first action here this evening. And we'll have Addie Barnes back to serve. 7-4 Raiders. Here in set number 1 here of the evening. Received by Johnson. Set on to Brown here on the left side. Cassiodakis gets the hands up in the air. Now to Clemens. Back to her one more time. Dug out by Johnson. Nice job, and that's going to be a 2-hit there on Barnes. So 7-5 now with number 8, Lily Cady, back to serve for the Tigers. Received there by Maines. Barnes onto the left side of Clements. Dug there by Cady. Set to Brown there in the middle. Maines with the dig. Barnes. Ledbetter dropping it right in there in that back corner. So in comes Claire Merle. J.C. Sexton will have a seat. Merle will drop back behind the service line here with the Raiders on top by 3. Nice one right there. And Peckinpah just got the hand stuck right out there, and Cassiodakis hit that one off the palm of her hand and sent that one flying to the right and out of play. So some more substitutions here. Number 16, Jalen Dale, and number 6, Marley Johnson returning to the floor. So Jalen Dale to back there to serve. Murrow over there with the reception. Set on the Maines. Allen. Now to number 6. That was Marley Johnson, excuse me. On the attack, number 13, Peckinpah, able to sneak it just in front of Merle. Great effort to get to that one, but Claire unable to get to it in time. Barnes, nice setup there to Maines. Tries to find the back corner, but unable to. So 3 consecutive put on the board here by Hagerstown to tie it up here at 8. Nice ball right there to work with as Maines was able to get that across. On the attack there, Cassiodakis there to dig it out. Again, so important to have, to make sure we're making good passes. You got to set yourself up nicely. I know, not everything's going to be perfect all the time, but it's good to see us, starting to pass the ball here a little bit better here this evening. So Bailey Clapper back in here for the Raiders. That was Laney Ledbetter back there to serve. I think they just got away with a 2-hit right there. Set on to Clements. Meaning Hagerstown, that is. As number 2, Millie Glover with the left hand gets the kill there for the Tigers. Ties it at 9 with number 8, Ella Recollet back in here for Wapahani. Laney Ledbetter will have a seat. And Millie Glover again back here to serve as number 25, Moore, returns to the floor. That one would have been darn close right there. That was probably definitely a good idea to go ahead and take that one right there if that was recollect. But unfortunately, nobody was able to get to it after that reception. And that one served into the net, ties it right up here at 10. So back and forth we go. In comes. Okay. So there was no substitution. And so they're having a meeting over there. While that's going on, we'll go ahead and thank some more of our sponsors here this evening. A big thanks here to East Jackson Auto Sales, owned by Todd Clark and his family-ran dealership. They've been going strong since 1977, and they are known for their honesty and quality pre-owned vehicles that will leave you driving home with a smile on your face and a nice vehicle you can rely on. Stop on in and check out your next vehicle at 3100 East Jackson Street in Muncie, Indiana, and you can contact them at 765-356-1340. Also, big thanks here to the Liberty Prairie Alumni Association. President Richard Morse, along with the Alumni Board, serves as the Wapahani Center and Selma High School alumni. Make sure to visit their online website at www.libertyprairiealumni.com to receive information on upcoming events and to purchase any Wapahani-related items on their web store. Also, to purchase an engraved brick for the Alumni Brick Walkway in front of Wapahani High School, you can simply fill out the form, which is on the homepage of the alumni website. So I greatly appreciate them for their sponsorship of us here on the WHS Network and for all they do. And we also wanted to make notice of some American Legion Post 437. Again, a proud sponsor here of the WHS Network. They will be having a car show this coming Saturday. That is September the 14th. They will be having a car show at the Legion. They're at 315 South Albany Street. They're in downtown Selma, Indiana. The car show will last from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., and then all of that while going on, they're going to be having a hog roast. So you can kill two birds with one stone, have a great time at the car show, then feed your face at the same time. So stop on down there at the Selma Legion, Post 437 in downtown Selma, Indiana on Saturday for their car show from 2 to 5, and join them also for the hog roast. As number 13, that was Briley Peckinpah there with a kill for Hagerstown, 11-10 Tigers. As Claire Merle will ring-enter the game for Wapahani. J.C. Sexton will have a seat again. That was the whole entire confusion during that whole entire pause in the action. And nice job there by Clapper letting that one go. Headed out of bounds there, ties things at 11. So we'll see if Wapahani can go on a run right here. We'd love to see it because a good majority of this set has been a lot of back and forth. I don't think neither team has been up by as much as, I think, maybe 3 points, and that was about it. I think Hagerstown's been up by 2. So it hasn't had a lot of, I guess, flow to the game so far. But you like a good, close, competitive game. So number 7, Skylar Brown, and number 1, Mac Johnson, will return to the floor for the Tigers. Johnson will be back to serve. She's a 5'2" defensive specialist here, freshman here for this Tiger volleyball team. And bad pass there, but the Raiders nearly escaped trouble, but Barnes unable to tip that one back over the net. And had to reach a little bit too far back as that one's going to be served out of bounds. So a service there will get Wapahani point number 12 here on the evening. So we'll see Kasudakis and Ledbetter back in here for Wapahani. So Now a service here from Cassie Dacus. Back to another Hagerstown 2-point lead with number 25, Moore, back to serve. Received there by Maines. Set on to Ledbetter there on the left side. Brown from the middle hits it into the net. And we'll see Aurora Allen return to the floor for Hagerstown as well, as Moore will have a seat. Addie Barnes back to serve. Looking to get it going here for Wapahani. String a lengthy amount of points together here for the Raiders. Barnes. Ooh, some miscommunication right there. Merle and Maines about took themselves out. Lumpkin on the attack. Good job right there by Ledbetter to get that one up in the air, but unfortunately hit that one into the net. So we'll see Lily Cady back to serve. Received there by Clements, and just again sent that pass over the top of the net, and the Tigers made them pay. Dug by Johnson, set on here to number 13, Peckinpah. Ledbetter there with a dig. Nice pass right there, but Clements gets a little free ball action here for the Tigers. Now back to Wapahani. Here's Clements from the left side. Soft touch right there. Oh, nicely done. Johnson there with a missile pass, but then her teammate, Glover, was able to just tip it over there with the left hand. Now Clements back at it again. Dug by Allen, set to Brown. Maines digs it over the net right there. Now Wapahani back here on the offensive side. Dug out again, this time by Cady. Set on there to, that was number 13, Peckinpah. The Raiders will get it over. And that's going to be under the net right there, and the point will go to Hagerstown. So that was a heck of a rally point right there, and that one went to Hagerstown. Largest lead of the night now, 17-13. Timeout Wapahani here in tonight's opening set. We'll step aside here for a quick timeout of our own. We'll be back with more following these messages. All right, folks, welcome back here to our Air Park Door game break. Again, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network and Wapahani Athletics. Air Park Door located at 321 West Ontario Drive in Muncie, Indiana. Air Park Door has been voted as Muncie's quest for the best for the level of professionalism and knowledge they possess and a quality service they provide for a reasonable price. For more information, check out them on Facebook at Air Park Door, and you can contact them at 765-741-3667 for all of your garage door needs. Again, that is Air Park Door. Again, a proud supporter of the WHS Network and Wapahani Athletics. So again, following the timeout, again, still 17-13 Hagerstown. Ledbetter gets it over. Cady there to Glover. Brown. A nice dig there from Cassidakas. Clements on the attack. This time to Peckinpah, but hit that one into the net, so a much-needed point there for Wapahani to see if they can get things going here again in the right direction. Good serve there from Merle. Received by Johnson. Set on to Brown. Nice dig from Merle. Barnes right there to the middle. Brown again on the attack, but then Barnes touched that one, whereas really Kasudakis had the better angle to make that pass. Nonetheless, it is what it is. 18-14 substitution now. Jalen Dale and Marley Johnson returning to the floor for Hagerstown. Maines to Barnes on a Clements. Yes. So Clements there with a kill from the right side. We'll have Bailey Clapper returning to the floor as Kasudakis will have a seat. Laney Ledbetter will drop back to serve here for Wapahani. Again, down by 3 as we get late here in this first set. Definitely have gotten some work to do, and that one's going to be served into the net. Back to another 4-point lead as Ella Recollect will return to the floor. And now number 2, Millie Glover, back to serve. Well, first we'll have another substitution. And, okay, so it's going to be number 25. Definitely more. So instead she'll have to have a seat because I'm surprised that they didn't recognize this earlier, but it's got earrings in. Earl sent that one deep. On here to Peckinpah. Oh, and Peckinpah will get the kill. Ty tried to get that one right there by Merle, but unfortunately, again, just kind of shanked that pass off to the side, and Recollect trying to chase it down, but unfortunately couldn't come up with anything. Barnes with a set here to Clapper. Dug there by Katie. Set on to Peckinpah. Skipped over the top of the net and in play. And Maines was unable to handle it. So again, now Hagerstown with their nice little run that they put together here towards the latter half of this set. Really put them in prime position right here. Now ahead by 6. And at one point this game tied at 10. Heck, I think it might have even been tied at 13. 12 or 13 at one point, but then, Wapahani just kind of fell by the wayside here late. But again, still has some time here. This game is not over with yet. Again, we've just got to find a way to string some points together right here. Kaylee Clemens back to serve. And then that's going to be served out of bounds. So, we've got to avoid things like that, especially, when you're down, you've got to keep the ball in play. I mean, you've got to keep it in play no matter what, part of the game it is, whether you're, down by 5 or up by 5 or, whatever the case is. But that is definitely a killer there for Wapahani. On the attack there, that was number 14, Lumpkin, with the kill. So 23-16 as number 13, Briley Peckinpah, will drop back to serve. Barnes there receives that one. Clements on the Maines, and that will be good. Nicely done. And that's going to be hit out of bounds. I believe that might have been, I don't know if that was number 6 or number 14. That hit that one out of bounds. Nonetheless, a point there for Wapahani. Journey Maines back to serve. And what a beauty. Talk about a drop in a bucket right there. Oh, heck yes. An ace here for Journey Maines. Lumpkin on the attack. Nice dig right there. Good job getting a touch there on the net, too, by Barnes. And then the kill for Addie. Moore hits that one out of bounds. And we're now going to get a timeout here from Hagerstown. So Wapahani trying to put something together here late in tonight's opening set. 23-20, Hagerstown leads it. We'll go ahead and stay right here with you again during this timeout here from Hagerstown. We do want to thank some more of our sponsors here this evening. We'd like to send a big thanks here to Sam Pierce Chevrolet. They're located at 12401 West County Road 550 South in Daleville, Indiana. Sam Pierce is your trusted Chevrolet dealership and the reason why loyal customers keep coming back. Known for their friendly style of service, Sam Pierce Chevrolet is stocked with brand new and pre-owned vehicles along with offering competitive lease deals, finance options, and top-of-the-line auto service. For more information, you can contact them at 765-387-4287 and go to sampierchevy.com to find your next vehicle. Again, that is Sam Pierce Chevrolet. The best deals are in the country. So returning here from the timeout, we'll have Journeyman's back to serve. Wapahani down by 3. And Lumpkin gets it up and over the outstretched hands there of Clapper. So a set point here for Hagerstown, number 7, Skylar Brown, and number 1, Matt Johnson. Returning to the floors, Johnson will be back to serve. Skipped over the top of the net. That's going to be an ace, and that's going to do it here for set number 1 as Hagerstown will take the opening set 25-20 to take a 1-set-0 lead. Make sure to stay right here with us. Set number 2 coming up right here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network here with our Air Park Door game break. In between sets here, 25-20. Hagerstown took the opening set here this evening, so Wapahani with some things to figure out here. I mean, it was really, for the most part, I mean, those of you that watched, that entire first set, it was very tight all the way through. Neither team really got out to much of a large lead by any means. Hagerstown early on in the first set, I think they was up 3-1. So they had a 2-point lead. Wapahani, I believe, got out to as much as a 3, maybe a 4-point lead there in the first set. But I think that we was tied. I know we was tied at 10, maybe even at 12 or 13. And then things just fell apart for us. And we couldn't find a way to figure things out. And Hagerstown was able to go on a couple of different runs right there towards the end of that first set, and that was the difference in winning and losing that first set. So, had we continued playing that back and forth, obviously you hope for Wapahani to hopefully get things going, but unfortunately it just didn't really come to fruition. So we'll see what set number 2 has in store for us. Again, if you are just joining us here for the first time this evening, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Moore-Villiers. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. We sure do appreciate everyone for tuning in and being supportive of us, and more importantly, these outstanding young ladies here for both Hagerstown and for Wapahani here this evening. So that one will be hit out of bounds, and Wapahani will take the first point here in set number 2 as Kaylee Clements will be back to serve. Sent deep right there, handled there by Jalen Dale. On the attack was Marley Johnson, but hit that one off the top of the net. And Wapahani now with a 2-0 lead to begin things. Clements on the mains. Again, not greatest of passes there to work with, so Mains just is able to get it over. There we go. Nice job there by Clements. Set on the mains. Dug out by Katie. Set on now Peckinpah on the attack. Good job there by Barnes to keep that one alive. Peckinpah back at it again, and that will sneak inside this left sideline to now make this a 2-1 ball game now with number 14, Katie Lumpkin, returning to the floor for Hagerstown with number 13, Riley Peckinpah, back to serve. And Merle shanked that one off to the left side, and that's going to be an ace here for number 13, Peckinpah. Free ball action. Oh, wow. Nothing special there by Mains, just getting it over. And Hagerstown completely baffled right there. So 3-2 now. Journey Mains back to serve. Mishandled. And that's going to be 4 hits. Well, 2 hits, but yeah, it would have been technically, I guess, 4 as well. It was a 2-for-4 deal. Miss hit right there. Another ace here for Mains. So a good start here for Wapahani. Just exactly what you're wanting to see right here. We'll see Sexton back in for Merle. Shanked off there to the right side. Another ace for Mains. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor here from Hagerstown. We will step aside here for a timeout of our own. 6-2 Wapahani here in set number 2 here on the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here. Well, they got out of timeout early. They didn't use the entire time. There was about 15 to 20 seconds left on the clock when they started, as far as how much time they had left of the timeout, so they didn't even use the whole thing. And we didn't go and come back from the commercial break. So the only thing we missed was a kill from Addie Barnes, and a darn good one, too. So 7-3 now after the miscue there by the Raiders. Number 7, Skylar Brown, and number 1, Matt Johnson, returning to the floor for the Tigers. Johnson will be behind the service line. And a good start here for Wapahani, definitely promising. And hopefully we can continue trending in the right direction here. And Maines laid out for that one. Again, didn't get the ball much up in the air. There you go. Nicely done there by Clapper. Set on to Barnes. Katie right there. Good pass. Free ball action here for the Raiders. Set here to Clapper on the right side. Oh, that was a great job right there from Clapper. Again, didn't get much on it. But again, just more proof that you don't necessarily have to have that 100-mile-an-hour missile coming right at the other side. You got to learn, kind of change things up there a little bit. So nice hit there from Clapper, got the kill, and the Raiders now on top here by 4. Elena Kasudakis, they're back to serve, and there's an ace here from Kasudakis. Also, Laney Ledbetter in here for the Raiders. Oh, for heaven's sakes. We have a rotation violation here on Wapahani. All right, so we'll have another brief pause in the action here. We'll go ahead and thank some more of our sponsors here this evening. Might as well. Big thanks here to Alfred Rods and Customs. With over 30 years of experience, they sell the baddest hot rod, street rods, muscle cars, and customs in the land. Alfred Rods and Customs buys, sells, and trades cars all over the country. For more information, you can call them at 765-717-3625 and look them up on Facebook at Alfred Rods and Customs. Also, come check out their showroom at 613 East Weiser Street in Muncie, Indiana, and let them make your dream a reality. Okay, so it's going to be a redo, so it's 9-4. Barnes put that one down, but a nice dig there from Johnson. Then we'll have a 4-hit call as number 14 Lumpkin was unable to get that one back over. Well-placed ball there by Kasudakis. They're off the serve. Brown gets it over. Maines, Clements, Barnes, dug by Johnson. Glover with a setup here, left side attack there by Lumpkin. Nice dig from Ledbetter. So 10-5 now with number 25, Ellie Moore back to serve. Job there by Kasudakis, gave Clements something to work with, and it was a good pass there also from Clements. And Wapahani gets the point there after this hit from Brown. So Addie Barnes back to serve. We'll have a substitution for Hagerstown. Number 3, Aurora Allen now in here. Good one right there. Nice save there from the Tigers. Set on there to J.C. Sexton, dug out by Katie. Lumpkin on the attack, and the kill for number 14, Katie Lumpkin. 11-6 now as we'll have number 8, Lily Katie back to serve. Brown on the attack. Great hustle there from Journey Maines. But again, unfortunately, couldn't quite get to it there in time to make a good pass. So the Tigers trying to mount a little momentum of their own here. Now only down by 3. Oh, nice dig there from Johnson. Goodness. Here's Barnes on the Ledbetter. Oh, and again, didn't put enough on it. And the Raiders are going to have to take a timeout. Okay. She's not going to take a timeout. I thought she was. All right, so nonetheless, 11-9. There we go. Nice hit there from Ledbetter. Gets the kill. In comes Claire Merle. Sexton will have a seat. And Merle will have herself behind the service line looking to again start another string of points here for the Raiders. Glover over the net right there. Gets it over the net there for the Tigers. So in comes Dale and Johnson for Hagerstown. Jalen Dale back to serve. Kasiudakis. Barnes on the main. Soft touch. Gets it done. So the kill for Journey. In comes Ella Recollect. Also in for the Raiders, number 15, Bailey Clapper. So Ledbetter and Kasiudakis will have a seat. And just outside that white line. And it didn't miss by much. So service there. 13-11. And we'll have another substitution. Moore will return to the floor. Millie Glover back to serve. Maines will get it over. Glover set on here to Peckinpah. Nice dig there from Recollect. Looks like Barnes. I thought that was a good pass right there. I think maybe the ball might have touched the net, but I didn't think her hands did. But wonderful officials thought that was the case, so that's what we're going to go with. Nice dig there from Merle. Sent deep right there. Claire Merle will get to it. Barnes on the mains. Whew. Barely got that one over. Recollect with a dig. Barnes with a set here to Clapper. And hit into the net, and we have a tie ball game. So we're going to get a timeout on the floor. Tied at 13. We'll step aside here for another timeout of our own. We'll be back with more here on the WHS Network. Welcome back here again following the timeout. We are tied at 13 here in the second set. Again, if you're just joining us, the Hagerstown Tigers took the opening set 25-20. And Wapahani did have, I believe it was a 6-point lead. I think it was 10-4. And unfortunately, the wheels have fell off for us again, just like it did there in the first set. And so now Hagerstown has scored 10 out of the last 13 total points. Again, thankfully, we only find ourselves down by 1, but from Wapahani's standpoint, I'd like to see us get going here a little bit. And now number 6, Marley Johnson with the kill. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, from a competitive standpoint, you know, and this goes for any sport. I don't care what sport it is, what level it is of that sport, as that's going to be an ace. It's not one of those things where, like, you can just flip the switch on and get. You gotta flip the switch on early in the ball game before the game even starts, and you've got to leave that light on, and not just, I guess, play good when you're comfortable with playing good. You know, we've got to find that level of consistency here, and I thought early on here in this ball game, at least, you know, here in this second set, I thought we had found it. You know, we was playing really well. Now, granted, you know, right now we're still only down by 4 points, still in the ball game. We're not out of it by any means, but you know, we've got to start playing more complete here again. Excellent job right there. That was a good pass there from Merle, and then off the serve reception, and then Addie Barnes getting the kill right there, tipping it right there in the middle of the floor. Kaylee Clements back to serve. But now is definitely the time for Wapahani to get their act together right here. Journey Maines now with the kill. Good serve there from Clements. Set on to Moore there on the left side. Maines. Clements. Ooh. That was darn close to being a lift. Oh, yes. Barnes does it again. So 3 consecutive here from Wapahani. That's what you want to see. Peck and Paul receive that one. Set on there to Johnson. Nice dig there from Merle. Set to Maines. Yes. Another kill here for Journey. And the Raiders have put 4 unanswered on the board and have tied this thing right up. And yet again, you know, just going back to what I was just saying a few moments ago, you know, you can't just turn the light switch on and off when you want to. You've got to turn it on and leave it on. You know, this is how we played in the early part of this second set. Went on a cold streak, and now, you know, we've gotten our act together at least these last 4 points. But, you know, you can't have spurts like that. You know, you've got to, you know, we've got to find that consistency here. So right out of this timeout, I'd be looking to put some service pressure right here on them and see if we can get us another, you know, easy point and continue to build off of. You know, we're getting to the latter stages of this second set right here. So ideally, you know, this is when, you know, you definitely want to start playing your best volleyball, and we've seen that here through the last 4 points here for Wapahani. So let's see if the Raiders can keep this rolling here in the right direction. We'll have Kaylee Clements back to serve. Glover there on to Moore. Nice touch there to net. Set on to Maines. Oh. Again, just too soft on the hit. So 18-17 now. That was number 13, Peckinpah, back there to serve. Set on to Barnes. Yes, that is in there, finding that back right corner. Does Addie Barnes for the kill. Ties it at 18 as number 16, J.C. Sexton, will return to the floor. Claire Merrill will have a seat. And Journey Maines is back to serve. Skipped over the top of the net, and that is an ace. Yes. 19-18 Wapahani. Set to Lumpkin. Recollect there with a dig. Nice job right there. Great pass to work with. And Barnes with another kill. Again, Hagerstown out of timeouts. Wapahani, I believe, still has one. Maines there with a dig. Clements will get to it. Nicely done. Recollect gets it over there for Wapahani. Lumpkin on the attack, and that one will be in there again. Just tipping it over, getting it in play. So Hagerstown back at it again here with number 7, Skylar Brown, and number 1, Mac Johnson, to return to the floor here as Johnson will be back to serve. Again, Wapahani on top here by 1 point, 20-19. Again, here's the Tigers lead at 1-0. So Wapahani looking to keep their hopes alive here in this one tonight. In comes Elena Kasudakis and Lainey Ledbetter. Bailey Clapper and Ella Recollect to have a seat. Nice one right there. Brown there from the left side. Kasudakis digs it. Clemens sets it. Ledbetter. Lumpkin with another kill. So back here to another 1 point Wapahani lead. Moore back to serve. And there's an ace. Now tied at 21. Set there to the back there to Maines. That was a good hit. Nice work there from Ledbetter. Now Clements right back to her. Laney tries to find the back line, but Johnson there with a dig. And miss hit by Lily Katie here of Hagerstown. So back to a 1 point Wapahani lead here. Number 3, Aurora Allen, returns to the floor. And a 5'1" freshman defensive specialist. Nice serve there from Addie Barnes. Brown, free ball action here for the Raiders. Set on to Clements. Soft touch there, gets it over. Got to get it down right here. And that's going to be 4 hits. So Katie back to serve. And a service there. 23-22. And comes Claire Merle for Wapahani. So she'll be back there to serve. Wapahani 2 points away from evening up this ball game at a set apiece. Earl there with a dig. Great job staying with it there by Addie Barnes. Peckinpah, Ledbetter to Barnes. Now on to Clements. And they will not get it over as Peckinpah hits that one in the net. So again, Hagerstown with no timeouts right here. Set point. Shanked off to the right. Nice save there by Glover. Oh, and off the outstretched hand of Elena Kasudakis. So 24-23. Jalen Dale and Marley Johnson back in for Hagerstown. Merle. Barnes. Oh, no. I'll tell you what, I was shocked that didn't get called for a 2-hit. So nonetheless, tie game here at 24. Wapahani will take their final timeout here of the set. Again, just a reminder that we do have a varsity game coming up here in a little while here from beautiful Raider Gymnasium. Wapahani and Hagerstown will go toe-to-toe here this evening as Wapahani looks to continue their winning ways. Had a hard-fought match up there with Yorktown last week. Unfortunately lost that one, but redeemed themselves right there. Got a very good win, a sweep there of Jay County last Thursday night on the road, and looking to continue their winning ways once again here tonight against a 7-5 Hagerstown team. So again, that'll be coming up here later on. Again, the timeout over with, and Hagerstown's number 16, Jalen Dale, back to serve. Tied here at 24. Maines on the attack. Right there's Peck and Paul, set right back to her. And skipped over the top of the net and down in play. So I believe that is 3 consecutive put on the board here by the Tigers. Clements on the attack, dug out there by Allen. Peck and Paul. And that is in there, and that will do it. So Hagerstown will sweep Wapahani here in tonight's junior varsity volleyball matchup. 25-20, 26-24. Again, the Lady Raiders will be back in action tomorrow night as they travel to Eastern Hancock. Again, that'll be a JV start time of 6 o'clock. Again, as I mentioned just a few moments ago, make sure to tune in to our varsity broadcast coming up here in just about 15 minutes from now. Until then, I'm Brandon Morvillius, alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Thank you all of you for watching, and we'll see you back here in just a little bit here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.